Tic-tac-toe. It is a solved game where the ticks fight against the tacks to deliver the toe. But aside from this brutal back and forth of non-angular circles and angular crosses, it also carries a deep and symbolic meaning. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we are to discuss the philosophical meaning of this seemingly simple game. After all, philosophy holds meaning to everything. I think, therefore I am, is a philosophical saying said by the Frenchman René Descartes. How does this relate to this simple game? Well, my dear viewer, to beat a tack, you need to think like one. To beat a tick, you need to think like a tick. But to think like one's enemy, does that make you the enemy? Obviously not. However, what are you then? Are you a tack masquerading as a tick to beat a tack? Are you a tick wearing the mask of a tack to beat a tick? What are you? Are you a tick or tack? Neither tick, neither tack, yet both sides agree that the toe must be delivered to win the game. It is clear. To strategize is to doubt, and to doubt is to be human. To think like a tack if one is a tick, are you still an am? Are you still you? Do you lose your identity if you sing songs of your enemy, eat like your enemy, and behave like your enemy? Are you still a tick if you adopt the attack's tactics to beat them in this 3x3 grid of a battlefield? The answer is yes, dear viewer. To doubt is to be conscious of oneself. The I is realized by both tick and tack. But while the self is realized, what about the identity of oneself? Is the loss of one's identity the loss of the self? That depends. Can a tick still be a tick if they thought and thought like a tack? How many more stalemates before they both become polar opposites? Can their cogito ergo sum still be ergo sum? According to John Locke, the self is a blank slate, a tabula rasa. We can argue that this brutal back and forth is merely an evolution of their identity as ticks and tacks. After all, to evolve is to adapt, and to adapt is to learn through experiences. That is the lesson tic-tac-toe gives upon us humble beings. To tick is to tack, and to toe is to adapt to one's experiences. What is war without reason? Many great philosophers have different views on war. Thomas Hobbes believed that the world without any government is a world of permanent warfare. Machiavelli, ever the Machiavellian, believes that war is an inevitable and useful tool for political power. However, we are to talk about St. Augustine of Hippo. St. Augustine was one of the first advocates of just war. What does this relate to our good game of tic-tac-toe? Let us remove the ticks and tacks and the goal of the toe. Why? Let us ask why. Why are they doing this? Why are we doing this? Is it out of boredom? The game is already solved. A permanent stalemate across the lines were already drawn. Is it to prove something? St. Augustine's just war believed that war is the very last resort against different parties. Then, what is it then? What is the reason? That is a question only you and the participating party can solve. But you may ask, basically, why? Why throw out these absurd philosophical slop in a game that's already solved if you start in the center? Well, my dear viewer, let us see the board, then see ourselves. Let us see ourselves as ticks and tacks. Let us set the toe as whatever our objective is. What are we? What are we when we are in the feet of these seemingly normal shapes? What are we when locked against one another, forced to block each other's paths in perpetual warfare we did not ask for? What are we but pawns in a grand piece of paper separated by grid? Indeed, our goal as a faction is one and the same, but the opposing side has the same goal as us. Rather than work together, we oppose one another, whether the circles win or crosses win. Whether we fight best of nine or stalemate all of them, it is clear that ethics and tax are nothing but a facsimile of human nature. And that concludes this video. Thank you for watching.